All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We are back with another video and back with a thank you to you. I have reached 2,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. A huge thank you to all the people that take the time to watch the videos, comment, and of course subscribe. Thank you very much. I have certainly enjoyed doing these videos with the vinyl community, and I never thought I'd reach 2,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you keep enjoying. And certainly sad news this week in terms of losing Gordon Lightfoot with the passing of Canadian musical icon Gordon Lightfoot, who passed away at the age of 84. And I have been listening to a lot of Gordon Lightfoot music this week, getting out my vinyl and my CDs. There's great videos on Gordon Lightfoot in terms of celebrating Gordon Lightfoot's legacy. A real Canadian music troubadour, a great folk artist. I mean, you can't say enough about Gordon Lightfoot. Just a great lyricist, great songwriter. And I liked Rolling Stone magazine, how they said the near genius level of Gordon Lightfoot, but I think I'd put him up on the genius level personally. Gordon Lightfoot, I saw him perform twice, late in his career, one time in Stratford, another time in Kitchener at Centre in the Square. And again, both shows, late in his career, late in life, but put on great show. And just, you know, the voice wasn't quite there as in terms of his early days, like when he had just that incredible voice. You know, certainly in his later years, it was a little bit more frail, if you will. But again, just the whole concert. You know, there's tons of lyrics for Gordon Lightfoot songs, and he doesn't miss a beat. So it was a pleasure seeing him, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to see him. Okay, let's take a look at some of the vinyl I have. This is kind of all over the place. We've got, this is in no particular order, and I don't have everything from Gordon Lightfoot, sadly enough. This is early Gordon Lightfoot, the album Back Here on Earth on United Artists. He then switched over to Reprise. This has Bitter Green, Circle is Small. On this one, I've been finding I'm really enjoying the early Gordon Lightfoot on United Artists, like his early stuff. First 3 or 4 albums. This is Reprise with Gordon Lightfoot's Summertime Dream, Race Among the Ruins, Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald featured on this one, of course the title track as well. And then we've got the classic, you'll see this so much, Gord's Gold, probably a great definitive best of Gord's Gold. This is a double album. This is on Reprise, but take note of this. This is actually a re-recording of a lot of songs. So when he switched to Reprise, he did re-recordings of his United Artists songs, so they were able to be included on a best of. So there's a lot of re-recordings on this, and not that there was anything wrong with these re-recordings, but there's a slight difference than the original United Artists recordings. But everybody, I think just about everybody, if you're a Gordon Lightfoot fan, you have a copy of Gord's Gold. Okay, and we've got the classic debut with Lightfoot, iconic cover, The Way I Feel for Loving Me. So good. And again, this is not in any particular order. And then still in the shrink, I was able to get a copy of Gordon Lightfoot's Don Quixote. And Alberta Bound featured on this one. This is Gordon Lightfoot and the album Shadows, and this is on Warner Brothers or Reprise. He's kind of getting into a nice kind of country rock groove on this one. Baby Step Back is featured on this one, also Blackberry Wine. Okay, again, early United Artists stuff, fabulous album, Gordon Lightfoot, The Way I Feel, which was featured on his first album, and then he did another recording on this one that added kind of a almost kind of psychedelic feel, or sort of kind of a groovy sitar feel to it. Home from the Forest is featured on this one, and Canadian Railroad Trilogy is on this one. Also, a song for Winter's Night. Oh my gosh, so good. So good. This is an early live Lightfoot album that I was able to get. This is Gordon Lightfoot Sunday Concert. So this is like his first live album, which is it's a really nice album. And this is gatefold, so let's take a look at this. Lots of photos, and yeah, early Lightfoot live. And I believe this was kind of his last one for United Artists. It might have been the contractual album obligation before he switched over to Warner Reprise. And then we have the classic album Sundown. This features Carefree Highway, Sundown, of course the title track on this one as well. Okay, the Gordon Lightfoot album, that was perhaps the misstep. This is Gordon Lightfoot, East of Midnight, and there's still some very nice songs on here. Morning Glory is a lovely song, but then he teams up with David Foster for the track Anything for Love, and David Foster actually does the music for that. In retrospect, a bit of a misstep because they were definitely trying for a hit, a radio hit for Gordon Lightfoot, on the AC charts. It's fine, but it's not great, and it's not Gordon Lightfoot. But, the rest of the album is fine overall, but yeah, maybe not one of Gord's bests on that one. But then we go back again to the early years Lightfoot. Did She Mention My Name? The title track, Black Day in July, one of his really straightforward in terms of, he doesn't pull any punches in terms of a protest song talking about some of the riots in Detroit, and a song that was actually banned and doesn't come up on a lot of compilations, a song that was banned on radio, certainly through the States, but an amazing protest song. If you've never heard it, give a listen to it. This also features a real favorite for a lot of Gordon Lightfoot fans. This is the song Pussy Willow's Cattails. Another beautiful song. Okay, Gordon Lightfoot. Now this, depending on the title that you want for this album, technically this is Gordon Lightfoot's Sit Down Young Stranger, and I don't often see copies where it's not printed on the title here, so this is one of the few copies out there. It's, of course, on the back, Sit Down Young Stranger. So this album was initially issued like that, and then they did issue it with the title Gordon Lightfoot, Sit Down Young Stranger, featuring If You Could Read My Mind. And this is such a wonderful album, of course, If You Could Read My Mind, Minstrel of the Dawn, such a great album. But then they decided, now I don't have a vinyl copy of it, but then they changed the title to the featured song, Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. So this album went through many changes. You could say. A real favorite album of mine, this is Gordon Lightfoot, Endless Wire. I love the title track, Endless Wire, Daylight Katie, Sweet Guinevere, Hand Dog Hotel Room, The Circle is Small. He does another version of that song on here, and it's, again, he's kind of getting into that country rock groove, but really a nice album. Here is an odd Gordon Lightfoot on K-Tel. Yeah, why not? Gordon Lightfoot, fantastic Gordon Lightfoot. K-Tel, certainly in Canada, not only did some compilations, but they did some spotlights on Canadian artists like Lighthouse and Gordon Lightfoot. So this is a K-Tel double album of all Gordon Lightfoot stuff. And gatefold too, with lots of photos. There you go. And just one more, again, in no particular order. Another Gordon Lightfoot album I really enjoy is the album Salute. And this is actually a promo copy, gold stamp. I like the title track, Whispers of the North, beautiful song, and the song Naughty Pine as well. Again, still getting into that kind of country rock groove. Okay, quickly we'll look at the CDs. A great place to start if you haven't got any Gordon Lightfoot and would enjoy a nice box set. This was put out by Rhino a few years back. I think you should still be able to pick it up, but this is simply called Songbook, and this is a great overview. It's a great compilation, 4 discs. Nice booklet included, and I've got a picture of this on my Instagram, so you can take a look at the other CDs there. Another great one, if still available, is simply called Gordon Lightfoot. This is the United Artists years. I mentioned his first albums were for United Artists. He then switched to a Reprise Warner, and so this just kind of puts all the albums together, including the Alive Sunday concert. So it's a nice, just a 3-disc, but they put all the albums together, and it was really enjoyable. I've been listening to that one a lot lately. Okay, we have, again, Gordon Lightfoot, Don Quixote. We have Endless Wire. And then we have Gordon Lightfoot's Gourd Gold Volume 2. Of course, remember the Gourd Gold I showed you earlier, and this is Volume 2. Just a single album there. Some later Gordon Lightfoot. This is Gordon Lightfoot, A Painter Passing Through. And then we have just a nifty little compilation simply called Complete Greatest Hits. This is on Warner Rhino, a nice single disc Gordon Lightfoot compilation, very nice. And then, as mentioned, again, these are in no particular order. As mentioned, the classic Gord's Gold. They squeezed this onto a single disc, originally a double album. Okay, Summer Side of Life. Again, such a great album. So much on here. Cotton Jenny. Of course, that was also covered by Anne Murray. And then we have the CD version of Gordon Lightfoot's If You Could Read My Mind. There you go. And we've also got the CD version of Salute. Again, I don't have everything from Gordon Lightfoot, but some late Gordon Lightfoot, or later in his career, Gordon Lightfoot, Waiting for You. And this is a nice album. We've got the CD version of East of Midnight, Cold on the Shoulder, with Rainy Day People. And then we just got a few more here. And then we've got, of course, the CD version of Shadows. This is a nice album, Dream Street Rose. I really do enjoy this album. Featuring the title track. Again, kind of continuing on his kind of country rock kind of thing. This is a burn, but this is a later career one Gordon Lightfoot harmony. And then we got Summertime Dream. And then we've got simply, they called this one Gordon Lightfoot Live, but it's basically a Sunday concert. This was sort of like one of the Value Plus budget CD issues. And then last but not least, we have, this was a fairly recent, well, 2012. This was Gordon Lightfoot and All Live. So this was 19 classic Lightfoot songs recorded live at Massey Hall. And Gordon Lightfoot basically had an ongoing residency at Massey Hall with a number of sold-out shows almost every year when he was performing. So 19 classic Lightfoot songs recorded live at Massey Hall and hand-picked by the artist from performances recorded roughly between 1998 and 2001. And there's a track listing there if you can see that. Okay, as I say, I am missing some stuff from Lightfoot's catalog that I'm going to definitely have to rectify. So again, sad news with the passing of Gordon Lightfoot. But again, thank you. As I mentioned, I reached 2,000 subscribers, and I am very grateful. And of course, we'll continue to make videos, and we'll continue and carry on. So again, have yourself a good one, and we'll chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.